It has been over a year since I've done a DBD tier list, killer specifically because I don't play Survivor, and in that tier list we did killers ranked from least to most fun to play as, and we're going to be doing that again. I don't play each killer enough to have like a true ranking in my opinion, but I can have my own fun ranking because my fun and your fun's different, and I don't think you have to play a killer a bunch to know if you're going to like them and have fun with them or not. Again, this is playing as, not against. I don't play Survivor. Look at the freaking channel. There's no Survivor content. It's like once a year. So with all that out of the way, let's start. We're just gonna go right off the rip. It looks like this is alphabetical. I'll say honestly, enjoy most of the time. It took me a while to like get really good with her and her crows, and I think I've actually gotten pretty decent. It's not a killer I play all the time, but I did put in a lot of hours. Well, a lot in my mind, maybe not for the occasional or most DBD enjoyers because I don't play as much as y'all. Artist, I think she's enjoyable most of the time. A lot of fun to do singular crow shots, and then you just wait for your little cooldown, go right back to another crow shot, trying to track them with the crows either around them or them dissipating, and you just being able to get a nice blind shot on the survivor that you crowed. So Artist is a lot of fun. There's a lot of different techniques and ways to play her. Add-on wise is a lot of fun as well. I like the mechanic of her power. I don't know where I put her last time, but I bet that might have been before I even tried to play the Artist, so definitely enjoy her most of the time. A lot of fun for a killer. Also, before we hop to the next one, I'm sick. I've been sick for like 4 or 5 days, so I'm sorry I sound like this. Anyway, Blight, very strong killer, pretty fun, because I don't have to have some crazy build. I can run some type of crap build, and Blight just ping-ponging all around over the place. It's fun. Just it's not like I'm hug teching or doing any of these crazy things, which I know they got rid of, like the tech slide or whatever it is a while ago. I made a video on that. Anyway, Blight is always fun whenever I play him. I don't play him often because he's not a killer I make content on. It's very rare unless he gets iridescent updates, which I made like 6 or 7 videos in a row because they can't get his add-ons correct. So there is that, but I'll just play him if I don't know if there's no reason to. I just decide to play him. Pretty much always fun. Yeah, Cannibal, old main. If you would have asked me before his buffs, however long ago that was, I would put boring because with map offerings, you're getting sent to crap maps. Common one that Survivor send you to is Eyrie of Crows. The branches and collision on that map are horrible for Bubba. Now with this update, he feels so much better to play, and I'm going to put him in. Enjoy most of the time. I was a Bubba main for a long time. Whenever he first came out, for years, while I just played this game casually, not as my main game, and I always just used Bubba. He's a lot of fun. The buffs make it even better. It feels like you can get away with a little bit more. I think he feels really good. There's still a really weird bug where if you chainsaw in proximity of a hook and then you come back, unless it's not a bug, even if a survivor's not around, like if you're just trying to go to a pallet to break it or whatever, puts you into a tantrum. So that's a little weird, but enjoy most of the time for Cannibal. A lot of fun. Cenobite, never-ending fun. His add-ons are phenomenal. I don't even play around his box, no pause. Obviously that's the way you need to play him. I just like playing aggro Cenobite, and it is a lot of fun. Engineer's Fang is a blast to use. Obviously, if you're going against an SWF that know what they're doing to break the chains, it can be frustrating, but Cenobite is one of these killers that I will forever love unless they do something really weird to his kit. You can change the box in my opinion, because when I play Cenobite, I'm not there necessarily to win. I'm going to use Surge, I'm going to use Rapid Brutality, maybe save the best for last, like Franklin's Demise or something, and just be an absolute nuisance. When I play Cenobite, I'm not necessarily there to win. Cenobite is one of the most fun killers in this game for me. I don't know exactly why, but he is. Clown, I'm gonna go with boring. Why? Well, throw your intoxication on one side, your invigoration on the other, rinse and repeat. Yeah, I don't think there's much to say. He's been in the game for a really long time. I don't think he's very fun anymore, in my opinion. And yeah, Dark Lord, boring. The Dark Lord, I don't find him fun. I don't. He has gotten buffs and, nerfs and tweaked and things. I gave up on him. I don't think he's fun. I know with these last, 3 or 4 killers, they're taking from other killers and kind of building it into their kit in a way. And I'm sure some killers before this have done the same, but it was very dramatic and obvious with Dark Lord and Vecna. I don't know. I don't like the Dark Lord. He's not fun. Aesthetically, awesome. If this was an aesthetic tier list with cosmetics, whatever, probably at the very top. He is so dope. It's exactly what it needs. It's supposed to look like. fun-wise is not it. Deathslinger, occasionally fun. There's not much to say, you know, if I feel like Call of Duty, you know, I want to play an FPS, go play Deathslinger. Can be fun. You know, it's occasionally fun. It's not bad. I do enjoy him. The ADS is like the worst part, I guess. And with the servers lately, hits that should be hitting don't hit. Sorry, I had to take a water break. Throat's killing me. I had to cough a bunch. But yeah, Deathslinger, a lot of fun. Demogorgon, enjoy most of the time. Now, obviously, the save the best for last change. Mess with Demogorgon a little bit because you can just shred, but I do like his power, shredding pallets, zoning out with your M2. M2ing even when survivors are close just because it's fun. Did get a bit of a buff with his teleporting, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know exactly what they were. It was like the velocity of the teleport speed was changed, something like that. I think he's a lot of fun. His add-ons suck unless they got changed too. Off the top of my mind, I don't think they have, but a lot of fun. Demogorgon, obviously from Stranger Things. It's a good show. I'm not gonna say it's great. It's a good show. And yeah, a lot of fun. Doctor, boring. I don't find Doctor fun. I'll be honest. You just shock and make people scream. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add to that. I mean, hallucinations. I think playing against the Doctor is fun. I know this isn't an against tier list. Playing against him is fun. You have the illusions, you have the electricity and the shock going through. You have your skill checks in different places, this, that, and the other. It kind of changes up how you play against pallets, obviously, from other killers. That's fun. Playing as Doctor, not fun at all. The Dredge, enjoy most of the time. No, I'm gonna put him in pretty fun, actually. I don't really ever have a bad time playing as the Dredge. I'm gonna have to do even more cuts in this video than I usually do. I'm coughing so much. I am sorry. The Dredge is fun, man. His update with, I believe, coming out of lockers faster, the swooshing is gone down dramatically, so survivors aren't able to audibly track you through walls. Phenomenal change. Dredge is just fun, man. I think he's probably my favorite looking killer. His cosmetics, maybe other than the Night, he has the best cosmetics in the game. That's just my opinion. Yours might be different, but he's a lot of fun to play as. Does nothing special, has map mobility, which is obviously awesome. Executioner, occasionally enjoy. The reason why I put occasionally is because I never put enough hours to like master his Punishment of the Dam. He does have the 2 add-ons that extend the Punishment of the Dam range, which is obviously really nice, but it's, occasionally enjoy, because if you're hitting all your shots, dude, there's no better feeling hitting all these shots through the wall. But when you're missing, it feels tough, man. It can be unfortunate. I'm gonna put Ghostface next in enjoy. No, we're gonna do occasionally enjoy. And the reason why, I don't know if it's because of the servers, his detection from stock or breaking stock or whatever from survivors, or revealing him, but being behind a wall for like 3 seconds, there's literally no way of a survivor to be able to see you, and they break your stock, is the most frustrating thing about Ghostface. No joke. Is a lot of fun. Stealth killer isn't really much of a thing anymore, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Dredge is the last, and I think they did that in a really well way. Yeah, I think I'm right. Anyway, and he's a lot of fun. Well, I guess maybe Chucky technically, I guess, could be. Anyway. Yeah, Ghostface, a lot of fun. He got the dirt mask from Scary Movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just occasionally enjoy because the stalking mechanic can be so irritating sometimes. That's the only reason why he didn't go and enjoy most of the time, I'll be honest. Now, the good guy, Chucky, my boy. 2 months ago, never-ending fun. Roughly a month ago, I would put pretty fun. With his 14-second cooldown, slower movement speed, and everything that came with it, occasionally enjoy. My thing about Chucky is his power is very engaging. You got rid of Scamper, the original Scamper, which was a good idea. I'm not debating that. But what sucks is you have to wait 14 seconds for your cooldown and your power that moves slower. Obviously, I think if you keep the 10-second cooldown, you keep the same speed, and then take off like 0.2 of the distance, perfect. Even 12-second cooldown, but 14-second cooldown when you run slower than your average or your normal speed killer is so tough. He's not fun. You're just sitting around. You can't even barely catch up with Survivor. You're having to wait for your power. It's not fun. And it's literally not the speed. It's not the distance. It has nothing else to do with that other than the 14-second cooldown waiting for his power. Sucks, dude. It is absolutely abysmal. I think that should be changed. I can't believe they even did that. The common behavior. We don't know what to do. His kill rate's too high or whatever. Let's nerf him. And I thought the rat poison nerf and the 12-second cooldown change in that update was enough. Apparently they didn't think so. He's in a bad spot now. Occasionally enjoy. He was my favorite killer to play just playing Dead by Daylight, and it sucks it's gone. Next up, Hag, the better version of Trapper. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm gonna do occasionally enjoy. And the reason why it's not boring is because I play Hag maybe 10 to 15 times a year. It seems like every time I go against survivors, it's ones that aren't very good. And I know that's not like a great way to look at it, but like I'm not going against crazy SWS when I play Hag. Unless that's just I'm getting lucky, and so you know traps are actually getting pops and I can teleport, and you know it's somewhat fun, and I don't have you know a 4-man SWF and 1 or 2 people are tasked following me so they can crouch into my circle and get rid of my my spawn, whatever they're called. So yeah, I'll put occasionally fun for that. I'm okay with that. Hillbilly Billy, enjoy most of the time. I mean, after his overdrive mechanic or update, whatever you want to call it, I think he went into S tier. I would say he was a top 5 killer in Dead by Daylight. Nerfed it, and I'm not before I say any more, that the nerf and buff is not what is putting him in this spot. I think I've always enjoyed Billy most of the time, just because if I'm playing Billy, I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to hit cool curves around rocks and stuff, and you can still do that with the new Billy nerfs. So that's fine with me. I think Billy's a lot of fun. Obviously been in the game forever. What, 7 years at this point? Almost 7 years, whatever it is. So I think Billy is my favorite OG character for sure. Houndmaster, never ending fun. The reason why is because she got her buffs. I think that his Snug's vault speed definitely needs to be nerfed, 100%. Also, pretty sure she has a bug after you get a grab and then a hit with your M1, obviously. Your next whistle, if you do it within a certain time, it doesn't whistle, so it doesn't give the survivors like a heads up you're about to throw another snug at them. You know, it's a little weird. Obviously, you can't really do much about that as the killer. I'm gonna play her because she's fun. But a lot of fun. I even had a lot of fun with her losing before the buff, so that doesn't change anything. I think the Houndmaster is a blast. And like I said about the Dark Lord, whatever his name, Dracula, taking from other killers, Houndmaster did that, but it's actually fun. And I can't explain that to you because I know a lot of people like Vecna, the Dark Lord, everything like that. They like those characters. I am not one of them. Houndmaster, super fun, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because there's a dog there, and I'm like, this is so much fun. Houndmaster is a blast. Huntress, occasionally enjoy. I don't play her very much anymore, but I will say it's fine. You know, she got her locker buffs, as well as whatever his name is, Trickster. Carries more hatches, if I'm not mistaken, right off the rip. Cool. Just a fine killer, been in the game for a long time. Don't play her very often, like I said. It's probably little more than I said that I play about the Hag, but yeah, Knight. Boring as heck. Has probably the 2nd or 3rd best cosmetics in the game. I didn't like Knight when he came out. Obviously, when Knight came out, it was a buggy nightmare. I couldn't tell you last time I played Knight. I bet it's been 6 months since I actually tried to load up a Knight game. I don't think he's fun, literally at all. And there's nothing more to it. I wish he was, man, because his cosmetics are so dope. I love the Knight concept cosmetically, but not the gameplay itself. I just, you know, I gave him a try. I tried. Not a fan. Legion, if I could put it in the middle here, because if I put on his, I can't think of the name, I'm pretty sure it's him anyway, his whenever he vaults while he's in frenzy, there we go, geez, you break a pallet, his iridescent add-on, that is a lot of fun to play. But if I'm not playing that, it's boring. So let's say for the sake of it, we'll go boring if I'm not running that add-on. I don't think I'm getting that mixed up. So yeah, boring for Legion. You're just hitting and hit and run, this, that, and the other. Don't think it's very fun in my opinion. I do like going against Legion. It's very, you know, I don't play Survivor often, especially for video, obviously. And playing against Legion can be fun. It's different. It's a different type of play style. And yeah, so playing as just straight up boring. The Lich, aka Vecna. I'll put occasionally enjoy. I do like him more than Dracula. Yes, I do. But I mean, he was fine when he came out, and then I played him for a few weeks. I'm like, this guy stinks. Not really that he stinks. I'm not saying like his power is bad, whatever. I just didn't find it fun. You know, that's part of fun. My fun, your fun, different. Nothing really to it. I did really like his. It's not like I'm a D&D guy. I've never played D&D or anything like that. But I did like, you know, the D&D lore. I thought it was pretty cool, you know, having that in Dead by Daylight. Even though he brought in that guitar perk, which every time a survivor uses, I feel like I have to let them get hatch. And I do, because for some reason I do. I don't know why. But yeah, I think his skull power is cool. His fly power is cool. He was cool. And then Dark Lord came out and said, I want multiple powers. And you're like, what the freaking heck, man? So yeah, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm just hating, maybe. But yeah, Lich, occasionally enjoy. Wesker! I'll also put occasionally enjoy. I don't play him very often. He's pretty much a noob stomper, I feel like is a good way to put it. And yeah, I don't do any crazy hug techs. I play him pretty basic because I never wanted to take the time to learn because I don't play him often and I find him fun sometimes. And yeah, you know, he's cool. He's from Resident Evil. Never played it, never seen it. I'm out of my element when it comes to Dead by Daylight. That's the only thing I've ever been connected to horror-wise, other than Scary Movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, oh, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Great movie. Well, it's horrible, but anyway, all right. Nemesis, after his buffs, never-ending fun. I'm not gonna put them both. After the very end of this, I'm gonna make it each tier, specifically what I think they are. Nemesis, never-ending fun. Dude, Nemesis now is so much fun, it's unbelievable. You get your additional, 0.5 meters for your tentacle with Marvin's Blood and Liquor Tongue. You get your infected faster. Holy, I know I cut it out. That was about 20 seconds of silence. I feel like crap. And Nemesis, a lot of fun, man. He's actually really enjoyable now. Obviously, you know, you're gonna be limited and not a super top tier killer because you don't have map mobility, and zombies aren't, like, they can get you value, but let's be real, it doesn't happen all the time, and they're still buggy, still get stuck at stairs and hooks and things like that. So Nemesis, a lot of fun, man. I never not have fun with Nemesis. I really don't, man. I really don't. I love Nemesis. My nightmare of Dead by Daylight. He brought in one of the worst maps of all time. Still is a terrible map. It sucks, dude. It sucks so hard. Not only that, he brought in like the worst meta. When I first started, well, not first started playing DBD, me and my buddy, we'd load up or whatever, play against the Freddy. And dude, not only did it suck, and then Freddy sucked because, like, obviously different times. Like, whenever Freddy first came, you couldn't even hit them if they weren't in the dream state, bro. It was horrible. Freddy, you're in your own tier, buddy. You freaking suck. I hope you, honestly, if they got rid of the license, I would jump for joy, bro. No joke. Nurse, next. I don't have any more time to waste on Freddy. I hate him. The movies suck. He's like or whatever. Anyway, the P word, we'll blur that out. Enjoy most of the time. I'm not a great nurse. Nurse was fun, breaks the mechanics of the game. So when you play, you know, when you play nurse, you're playing a different game essentially. And and most of the time it's fun. It's very, I feel like the only time it wouldn't be fun is if you're just getting bullied by an SWF or, you know, you're just sucking that day, which happens because we're all human. I don't have 18,000 hours of Dead by Daylight, all right? I'm a person with a 9 to 5, a husband, a dad. I got other things to do, okay? So I can't just sit down and play Dead by Daylight all freaking day and master the nurse. But anyway, enjoy most of the time. Oni, pretty fun. I don't play him often, and I think it's just because when I hop on a Dead by Daylight, if I'm not recording and I'm just going to like play a killer, for some reason my brain never goes to Oni. But when it does, the Oni power slam, dude, is so much fun. When you can get a double or triple, actually, I take that back. I don't think I've ever gotten a triple with the slam, but a double with it, there's nothing that feels better. Doing Oni flicks, nothing better, bro. It feels so good. You're humming around the map, collecting blood at pallets because people are injured. There's so many fun builds you can do. Pretty good add-ons. Oni is so much fun, dude. Now, I wouldn't put never-ending fun. Pretty freaking fun. Onryo, boring. I don't have anything to add to her. She's not fun, man. It's simple. Pig, with her buffs, occasionally fun. It actually feels, I mean, it's still the pig. Like, you're not going to be S tier, all right, but it actually feels kind of fun. You have your other stealth killer, you know, which is funny. There's not that many in the game anymore. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I've been talking for too long. My throat hurts. Pig, a lot of fun. Saw, never watched it. Why? Gory as heck. Not a fan. Nightmares. Not this guy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pig, fun, you know. Plague, never-ending fun, my boy. I am a Plague. Call me Plague Pay, okay? I love Plague, and I don't usually run her like most people do, where you're vomiting on stuff, this, that, and the other. I go aggro. I want Dissolution, Blood Favor, Surge, Hex Undying. I want to be in your face. I want to run both of the Vile. Can't think of the add-on name, Vile Purge, or I don't know, Vile. It's a green and a yellow. So when you're doing a regular non-corrupted spit on a survivor, they get corrupted faster. So that way when they get injured, Dissolution is active and then Blood Favor's active. And if you're just sitting right behind them before they can get to a pallet, or the pallet's blocked by Blood Favor, M1 Surge value. It's so much fun, dude. And I obviously play her the way it's intended, but the way I play her, I just find her so fun. if you couldn't tell, I was an SMG kid in Black Ops 2, all right? I wasn't sitting back with no sniper. Give me the MP7, diamond camo. Yeah, I'm flexing that because I was 12 and just running. I just want to go. I don't care if I die 40 times. I never want to stop. Anyway, shape. Enjoy most of the time, and that is strictly because of the buffs. I think before, you know what? No, I think I'll put enjoy most of the time even before the buffs, because it was a lot of fun to play them. You have so many different options and like varieties because of the add-ons on which way you want to play them. I think it's a lot of fun. I think he's still a lot of fun, and now he's better. So obviously, I think he'll shoot up into the top of the enjoy most of the time. But for now, yeah, I think he would be in the same spot. Before that, he's a lot of fun. Singularity, I enjoy most of the time, and he is pretty fun. It's a different type of fun because you got to use your brain and your. Ooh, this one's tough. I might have to cut back to this when I make a decision. You know what? I'm gonna put pretty fun. It's because his skins are mid. I feel like this guy should have unlimited potential for his skins, and his skins honestly are whatever. That's the only reason. Fun wise, he is fun all the time, but it's quite literally in the middle, so I had to find a different factor for where I would put it. So it'd do pretty fun because the skins aren't very good. Other than the Alpine collection, that skin is so dope, bro. What a unique killer when it came out. Obviously became a meme instantly, was great on the PTB, sucked on the PTB, slowly tweaked over time, and now he's in a really good spot. A lot of fun. Did have an audio bug for so long, I had to stop playing him, and it took me a while to like get back into it. And honestly, he might still have that audio bug, so it might just be less occasional. Or less common, but yeah, a lot of fun. Singularity is one of my favorite killers. Where did I go? And Skull Merchant. Before the nerf, I would put occasionally fun. I think for obvious reasons, you just put it in boring, boring, boring. They gutted her because the survivors and maybe just everybody in general said she sucks. Well, to be fair, blame behavior because they don't know how to design anything half the time. But Skull Merchant used to be fun, used to be a fun aggro way to play her. I made a video where it was infinite undetectable because of her add-on and the way they balanced her power. I'm not gonna say I got it changed, but I'm flexing it. And, if that's even a flex, I don't know. Skull Merchant sucks, man. What else is there to say? Spirit, occasionally enjoy it. Don't play her often, but you know, she's different. You don't see the survivors. You have to use your ears, which I think is why I wouldn't put her enjoy most of the time, because having to crank my headset is so annoying. I don't play on a high volume. I want to be able to the audio customization in Dead by Daylight sucks, and I understand why it's kind of clumped together. One, because behavior doesn't know how to design things and make a game where a UI or anything audio related, but two, you don't want to have like breathing and, you know, I don't know, breathing and steps cranked up, and then you have your survivor or your killer lullaby, or you know, your terror radius, your chase music, whatever, cranked down. So I understand that. Trapper, my boy, you know, how long ago was it when they said you would like start with all your traps and they would be around gens or something? I don't even remember. I feel like that was forever ago. My boy Trapper been done dirty. Trickster, occasionally fun because you're just bullying survivors that don't know what to do most of the time. Like I don't know. I would actually put him in boring because that's not really that fun when you think about it. Yeah, I remember, what was that crazy buff he got to where they pretty much just had to revert everything they did or something. I don't quite remember. It was on a PTB. I don't think it ever went live. But yeah, Trickster, another poorly designed killer. Twins, say what you want. Never-ending fun. Obviously, sometimes with the twins, you have to slug. It is that simple. You can't do anything about it. It's just the way the killer is designed. But with their add-ons and what you can do with them, I think is a lot of fun. I don't ever not have fun playing the twins. I think she's very fun. What's not fun about her is the way survivors treat you for playing twins, but that's a survivor problem, not my problem. You might be realizing, hey, Jay, you haven't made an unknown video in a while. Yeah, I don't think he's... I'm not gonna say it's because of the nerfs he got, you know, QLL, if that's what you want to call it. He's just enjoyable most of the time. I don't know. He's not really my main anymore. I think Houndmaster is. Chucky, I would say probably would have been if it wasn't for his crap nerfs with the 14-second cooldown. I just want a fun, engaging killer. Unknown, for some reason, just fell out of that. I mean, I'm almost at Prestige 50. I think I'm gonna hit 50 and stop. I haven't quite decided. I would still like to make content on him. But yeah, I don't know, really kind of fell in love with him. I put in a lot of hours on him, and he was was really fun. But once that nerf hit, something changed. And I'm actually gonna skip Wraith because talking about a nerf or a change ruining a killer for me specifically, Xenomorph. When Xenomorph's release, I never played a killer more on release. I'm not joking. I was putting in crazy hours playing the Xenomorph. And if you remember, I don't remember how long it was, but they changed his tail attack. So before, you would use your tail attack and wipe down at the perfect time to hit over obstacles. Well, now you just like keep it up, and it's really janky in my opinion. And like you used to have to swing it down, and for some reason that completely took me off the killer. There's a lot of things about this killer that is annoying. The turrets mainly, especially if you play against people that use the turrets constantly. It is super annoying. But before that nerf, Xenomorph was so much fun to play. I think another thing is a lot of the Xenomorph's skins are literally like, they're pay to lose essentially. Her tail being like where it is on the screen really throws me off. And obviously that makes sense. It comes down, that's how it attacks. I understand that. But Xenomorph was probably my favorite killer to ever be released off rip, and the nerf to the tail wipe down, I'm starting to lose my voice, ruined the killer for me. And lastly, Wraith, not Wraith. Occasionally fun. Old killer, obviously. You can have some fun builds. Add-ons are, you know, pretty generic. They just boost certain things. They don't do anything crazy. Yeah, I would put occasionally fun, but that's my tier list. Before we cut though, I'm gonna rearrange each column, section, to put it exactly where I would put it. So, and go. And here is the tier list. We'll go, this will be, I guess, considered 1 through 36 or 7, 8, whatever it is. Number 1, Xenobite. 2, Houndmaster, Nemesis, Plague, Twins. Top 5 right there for most fun. At the 6th spot, Singularity, Dredge, Blight, and Oni coming in at number 9. Number 10, Artist, Cannibal, Shape, Unknown, why did I call him Shape? Demogorgon, Hillbilly, Nurse, Xenomorph. At the 18th spot, starting the next column, occasionally Enjoy, Deathslinger, Good Guy, Ghostface, Wraith, Huntress, Spirit, Lich, Mastermind, Pig, Hag, Executioner. At number 29, starting the boring column, Clown, Trickster, Trapper, Legion, Onryo, Knight, Doctor, Dracula. God, I hate him so much, dude. I really do. Skull Merchant. And the last killer, the worst killer in all of Dead by Daylight. He sucks. His movie sucks. Freddy vs. Jason was actually kind of cool. The Nightmare. You, my sir, suck so much. I hate you. You suck so much, dude. But anyway, I've been talking for too long. I'm gonna have to rest my voice for 2 days. Happy holidays. Wait, no, Christmas is over. Happy New Year's. I hope you enjoy your fireworks and stuff, whatever you do. That's my tier list. Let me know down below, what do you enjoy the most in Dead by Daylight for killer wise? What's your favorite killer to play and why? Do you hate my list? Do you love my list? Where do you disagree or agree with me? Let me know down below. I would appreciate it. I'm gonna go back to work because it's my lunch break, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, hopefully we'll do this in another year because it's New Year's. Well, actually that means I'm gonna have to wait till 2026 for it to be a full year. Oh crap, I waited too long. Anyway, I'm out of here. Deuces.